this right here is Hank. He's our little steer here. He was born about 2.5, maybe 3 months ago. So probably 3 days after he was born, we went ahead and banded him. So probably in about 16 to 18 months, we'll go ahead and process him. So that's Loretta's calf right there. Dolly, unfortunately, she didn't have a calf this year. I just got them back about 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, from the artificial insemination guy. So hopefully they both should be pregnant. We'll do a pregnancy test here in a couple, probably in about a month or two. Was to move the cows over here to this pasture where we have a little bit of green grass. We've been in a little bit of a drought here in the last month and a half. Temperatures have been well over 100 every day. And there's still some grass in this pasture. I think I want to keep them here probably for another week, and then I'll put them over here. All right, we got a baker's dozen this week, not too bad. Today's video is going to focus on these bad boys right here, the dreaded sand burr. In the area that I'm in, we have sandy loam soil. Anytime you have sandy loam soil, you're going to be battling sand burrs. Just like their name implies, they like really depleted, nutrient depleted sandy loam soil. And here on the other side of the chicken coop, you can just see the sand burrs. Now, I've been battling with them for a couple years, and I've done a couple of methods to try to control them. I tried spraying, and that didn't work. Last year, I did a little experiment in the bottom hay field where there was a bunch of them, where I just took out my lawnmower at the end of kind of the summer, early fall, and I mowed them and bagged them and made sure that I didn't leave hardly any of the burrs on the ground. And the next spring, I noticed there was hardly any sand burrs. So for the past, I guess, year or two, I guess 2 years, I've been doing that method to get rid of the sand burrs. What I figured out is that the only way to really get rid of the sand burrs and thin them out and get rid of their numbers is, number one, increase the nutrient content of the soil. I'm working on that. That takes a long time. So in the meantime, you have to just manage what you've got. So as I go around the hay fields, if I see sand burs and there's just a few of them, I pull them like they're a weed. And that obviously takes care of the plant itself, and then also will take care of any burs that are the seed for them coming up next year. The good thing about these sand burs is that they're annuals, they're not perennials. If they were perennials, the battle would be lost and I would just torch this whole hay field and probably start from scratch. But it's an annual, so as long as you control the burs that come up, which is the seed for the next round of annuals that come up, you can sometimes get ahead of it. So I'm going to show you in the hay field over here where I've got about an acre of just nothing but sand burs. It's awful. And so my plan is I'm going to mow it, and then once I mow it, I'm going to come back in through with a mower that has a bag on it, and then I'm going to bag as much of those sand burs that I cut that I can, and then I'm going to put them in a pile, and then I'm going to burn them. Okay, so before I get mowing, I'm going to show you this. It's this hay field right here. It's about a little less than an acre, and it's just full of sand burs. So about 2 months ago or a month ago, I decided I'd come through here with my mower and mow the sand burs down, because I thought there was just a couple of them. So all these areas where there's short grass, I already mowed, and you can see they've all kind of gone dormant now since we've been so dry, but all of those are sand burs. And so this field is just absolutely littered with sand burs. And because I haven't grazed in this area and I haven't mowed because of the sand burs, we've got a lot of weeds kind of coming up in this hay field. Got some Bermuda grass that looks really nice, but we're going to cut that all down. So you can just see they're clump grass, and there's just tons of them.
right, so this is becoming just too much of a job. I'm really tired. So rather than bagging it, what I think I'm gonna do is get out my riding lawnmower, and I'm just gonna go in circles and discharge all of the grass just gradually into a tight area, where then I'll just, you know, once we get the burn ban over with, I'll be able to burn all that. So hopefully that'll get the majority of those sand burrs concentrated in just one area, and then I can just burn it, because bagging it and doing this the way I'm doing it is just too labor intensive, and probably not worth the effort.
Not sure how many of those burrs are in there, but hopefully a good majority of them are. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work, so I think I'll just plant my cover crop, and then hopefully it just outcompetes the sand burrs. Yeah, I don't know. I've been doing a pretty good job of controlling the sand burrs in other parts of my property. Maybe I'll just do some pre-emergent once the cover crop germinates this fall, and then it'll kind of go a little bit dormant during the winter, and then I can come back and hit it with some pre-emergent, because it's already established, so it's probably not going to hurt. So I think that might be my plan. We'll see if we can get these sand burrs under control here by next spring, but it's a little defeating. I just assumed that all of those sand burrs would just get pushed in to the center there, but it doesn't seem like it did. I mean, I just walked on there with my socks, and I only took a few steps and it was full of burrs. So anyways, well, this morning I was going to move the cows to some fresh grass over here, and the whole morning they've been belly aching about being in this current, probably about 1.5 acres that they're in, and they keep going over to that fence because they know that's where I let them in to go into the next section. So they're asking for it, so I think I'm just going to give them another 1/2 acre over here just for this next week. I've got plenty of grass. I don't need to eat all of it down. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll get some rain. But even if we don't, this coastal grass just still continues to grow in drought conditions. So I think I'm going to give them just a little bit of extra fresh grass. They are super frustrated with me. I'll move you in a minute. Let me get the... All right, so hopefully we still have enough on this reel, so I'm gonna just flip this up right here if I can do it with one hand. And then that will release the hot wire. And then I'll go pull it over to the new, you just have to make sure you get all of your pigtails off of there. And then I'll just move it over to the next wire, and it's easy as that to move.
All right, ready, set, go. All right, that was just enough time for them to finish their pellets, and now they're captured in here. And I'll go tighten the hot wire, and hopefully they'll stop yelling at me because now they've got green grass. And for 3 cows, this little bit, plus what we still have over here that they can eat, it's still pretty green and tall over here. They should be fine till next week. And flip that down and reel it nice and tight. We should be good. Oh, there it is. Clip it over here because that's our gate. We'll re-clip this alligator clip. So we should be good there. I'm not going to move their mineral, but I will check it to see if they've eaten it all. And I'm going to go try to find that handle. All right, so after putting the fence up, I can see we're too close to here. We're going to short out on that fence. So I need to bring that back just a little bit. And I did find the handle for the other one over there, over in the hayfield. So we'll put that handle back on. That should do it. And we'll go over to this one and put that handle on. All right. And it looks like we're just a little crooked here, so I'm just gonna straighten these up a little bit. So Dolly here didn't get pregnant last year. She was only like 16 months old when we tried to breed her, so she was probably too young, but she's actually grown bigger than Loretta. So Dolly here is, I think she's the one that is 3/4 Hereford and South Pole. And then Loretta over here, she is 50-50 Hereford and South Pole. So that made Hank here, her bull, or now he's a steer, he is I guess 75%, because we bred him with a full bred bull. We got the semen from Hoof and Hide over in Athens, Texas. They're awesome. That's where I bought my cows too. So they have an auction twice a year, so check them out if you're interested in buying some cows. They do a fantastic job. I have previous videos of going and picking up the cows, and they took me on a 3-hour tour, no pun intended, on of their ranch and their operation, and they're the world's nicest people. So give them some business if you're interested in getting either semen or getting some cows. So, all right. Well, it's only about 10:30, but it's close to 100 degrees or so, I would imagine. So my goal in the summertime is to work as little as possible. So I got a seed drill. I built a corral. I started building a fence around the spring. And I cleaned up the back fence where I have my makeshift hog trap. Put up a Wi-Fi enabled weather station.